Of them. Of course, Donald Trump is back in the headlines again. Yes, this hour, Trump is demanding an ad retraction. The GOP presidential frontrunner Donald Trump on Monday afternoon called for the retraction of a misleading ad about his now-closed real estate investment school. Donald Trump is requesting the immediate retraction of the ads created by American Future Fund, which clearly was unlawfully coordinated with lightweight Senator Marco Rubio. Wonder how he likes being called a lightweight now.
Yes.
Of course, Marco Rubio on these misleading commercials. According to a statement issued by the campaign, quote, the ads feature 3 individuals who are part of a lawsuit against Trump University, an educational program that has 98% approval rating from all attendees. These individuals provided written praise for their experience in school surveys. The group is producing the ads. American Future Fund has no plans to retreat the ads. The ads exposing Trump's business dealings, in this case Trump University, are painful for him since the truth hurts, says Stuart Roy, a spokesman for the American Future Fund. He said in an email to us, the American Future Fund is a nonprofit group that has been active in this and previous presidential campaigns, but does not disclose its donors. Oh. You mean like Monsanto? Well, Trump University is, of course, the target of 3 lawsuits, including a $40 million civil lawsuit brought by New York's Democratic attorney Eric Scheidsman. Rubio has stepped up his criticism of Trump University in the last week, and he seeks to get the upper hand in an increasingly ugly primary fight. Well, the ad in question features 3 of those former students who claim that they were duped by the school. Washington Post fact-checker Glenn Kessler reviewed the claims that the students made in the ads and found that they were consistent with signed affidavits of refund requests those students had filed. In a statement today, Trump called Schneiderman's pursuit of him politically motivated and described the litigation as a minor civil case that I have not settled out of principle. Earlier Monday, Trump's campaign issued a retraction demand that targeted the wrong group, a pro-Rubio super PAC called Conservative Solutions PAC, as being responsible for the ads. His campaign sent out a news statement several hours later focused on the correct group, but not before Rubio's allies had a chance to gloat. If the wall he promises is in the same quality as the legal work he gets from his lawyers, Conservative Solutions PAC spokesman Jeff Sadowski said in an email, it'll crumble in days, as his lawyers missed the fact that these aren't even our ads.
Yeah.
Well, they might not be your ads, but you're still a dickhead. Well, Tennesseans today in Nashville are ranking honesty high in the presidential race. And, well, when you look at everybody on the Democratic side, add up the folks on the Republican side, it's still a Trump White House. That's right, Tennesseans ranking honesty and high in presidential race, of course. Nashville today, Jonathan Smith of Mount Juliet wants a presidential candidate who is honest and will focus on fixing the economy. So he is voting for Donald Trump. Well, Leah Hassan of Brentwood also wants an honest candidate, one who will put the environment and education high on the priority list. She's voting for Clinton. And Luke Williams of Dixon wants a leader the public can trust. He's undecided, trying to pick the lesser of two evils. Sound familiar? Well, voters in Middle Tennessee rank integrity and the ability to take action among their top priorities for the nation's next president, according to interviews with more than 60 voters across 9 counties. How did you folks do with the Obama thing? Yeah? I don't know, working out for you? Oh, wait, no! Yeah, according to interviews with more than 60 voters across those 9 counties, those who were interviewed said they don't want a big talker who won't put words into action. They want someone who carries out promises big and small and who can bring change, according to the interviews. Several were dissatisfied with the leadership of President Obama. Oh, what did I just say?
Yes.
No, you were dissatisfied with it, were you? Oh, who'd you vote for? Well, of course, Tennesseans head to the polls Tuesday, the same day voters in 12 states pick their candidates for the Republican-Democratic presidential nominations. Super Tuesday primaries are the biggest test for hopefuls so far and can make or break candidates. More delegates are at stake than any other day, and as such, Democratic and Republican contenders make a flurry of campaign stops in the volunteer state over the weekend and Monday. Reporters for the Tennessean and TN Media asked voters in 9 Middle Tennessee counties, Davidson, Wilson, Williamson, Rutherford, Sumner, Robertson, Montgomery, Cheltham, and Dixon, who they were voting for and why. The biggest challenge facing the nation and what the priorities should be for the next 4 years. The youngest person interviewed was 19 years old. The oldest was 78. People were chosen randomly outside libraries and fast food restaurants and at grocery stores, over the telephone, and more. They were roughly split between Republicans and Democrats. There were independents and those who identified their political affiliation in other ways. Some were students, others retired, some owned their own businesses, and others worked in professional fields. Some also were stay-at-home parents. Wow, there's something you don't see in New York. Well, with only one exception, they said they plan to vote along party lines. Republicans interviewed want a candidate who will create jobs, lower the national debt. Democrats want a person who will focus on social issues such as improving health care and environment and education. Well, voters said the top challenges facing the next president include addressing immigration issues and national security, as well as, well, promoting economic and social equality.
Yes.
Several said that they were looking for someone who would not be divisive, but would bring the country together. Jason Luntz, 41, was enjoying a grilled chicken sandwich at Knockout Wings on Jefferson Street in Nashville on a recent afternoon. He said he wants a president who is concerned with the economically disenfranchised, but also aware of how race plays a part of those not achieving the American dream. How are we going to get them up off the couch? Well, and apparently he's okay with a presidential contender who has spent a life in politics. It's one of the reasons he voted for Vermont Senator Bernie Suckface.
Yes.
Yes, he was most adamant about one thing: don't vote for Trump. Well, you frickin' homo. Well, Presley Henkel, 21 years old, has been registered to vote since she was 18, thanks to her mother, Lori, who showed up at the Holtz Hometown Foods in Ridgetop, Tennessee, where Henkel works, to sign up everyone who was 18. Henkel wants a candidate who takes issues that face younger Americans seriously because she's a younger American and does not care about any other American. And that's why she plans to vote for Marco Rubio. Quote, I think he's more reliable than to the younger generation. More relatable, she said. Hinkle, who is studying aesthetics at the Tennessee College of Applied Technology, so another wasted course in money. Oh my God, I'm studying to be a nail technician? Well, hey, honey, I got an idea. With all that education, why don't you just stop and go run for president? Yeah. No, well, I mean, if you look at the field, she's got a real shot. She says, I would also like to see some options for students so they don't have to come out of school with so much debt and student loans, Hinkle said. We have started making some headway with that, but I would like to see a little bit bigger dent in it. This nail technician's course is $4,000. Well, Kevin S. James, a 62-year-old retired truck driver from Murfreesboro, Tennessee, said he voted early for Republican Canadian Ted Cruz. Yes, he said he worries about the economy and disagrees with Obamacare. Well, good for you. Find me somebody who agrees with Obamacare. Well, I've been a Ted Cruz man since day one, James said. He knows Canada. And he knows the Constitution. I believe we should be living under Canada's rule of law. But he says we're not. I like Donald Trump's spirit, and I like things that he says he wants to do, but saying and doing are two different things. Oh, right, you stupid idiot. Go with the politicians who lie for a living. Yeah. Yeah, don't go for the businessman who lies for his own gain because he says he's going to be in getting his own gain for America. No, that's too much sense. No. Yeah, well, Schmidt, whoever Schmidt is, who is Schmidt? Okay, some German. Well, Mr. Schmidt, 43, owns a A-plus automotive repair and towing in Mount Juliet. Working on a car in a recent morning, he said he likes Republican frontrunner Trump's leadership abilities and believes honesty, goal-setting, and putting the people first are the most important qualities that a president needs. Well, I guess, sir, you don't know what a president's supposed to be. Yes, he says the economy, ending free trade with China, and strengthening American companies are the biggest challenges Schmidt sees for the next president. Well, Donald Trump's going to totally own the Chinese. You've only got one choice. Well, economic improvements crossed party lines for local voters, as did the need to elect someone who can work with both political parties and bring the country together, according to the interviews. Clinton supporter Hassan, who is 32, owns a temporary tattoo company. I guess you don't really have to worry about customer service after the fact, do you? What the hell? I come to you for a tattoo, and look, it's gone. That's right, sir, and so's your money. Thank you. Well, stopped at the Well Coffee House on Old Hickory Boulevard in Brentwood with her two children in tow. She said she looked for a candidate who was not too liberal or too conservative. She wants a moderate. The environment and education are important to her. Yes, sounds like you need to go back to school. Yeah. Now, she says, I have two young children, so education is a big focus for me. Well, go to Canada. Hassan said that they played in the crowded coffee shop. Williams is an independent who owns a small business. He's not made up his mind on who to vote for Tuesday. I'm very undecided on this, he says. I don't believe we have a great group of people to choose from. So this year it feels as though we're having to choose between the lesser of two evils. I can't even figure out who that is yet. It's so confusing. He says he's looking for a candidate who can rebuild trust with the American people. Well, then ignore everybody. We have a government who the country is struggling to trust with our future, he said, and that is a scary feeling for all of us. Oh, yes, it is. So, be scared. Close your eyes, tick a box. Well, moving on. Yes, the Pentagon. I said it, the Pentagon.
Yes.
That big five-sided building.
Yes.
Yeah, those guys, well, it's kind of good to know.
Yes.
In a way. a thing which I know and you don't because I haven't read it yet.
Yes.
Yes, the Pentagon